welcome. My name is Oduor, and welcome to our second hour. We continue making our day count, and today we have a special kind of a guest. We have a special kind of a segment, all because of you. So I'll be introducing my guest for today, and then I'll be telling you what we'll be doing this segment. Good morning, madam.
Good morning to you, Kate.
And how are you?
Very well.
Good to see you.
Beautiful morning.
It is, and
yes,
you are making the color makes it looks even more beautiful.
Thank you.
Karibu
have
sana.
to still look bright.
Yeah.
Even if it's cold outside.
Sure.
Yes.
So I'd like that you introduce yourself. You tell us who you are, and then we go straight to our conversation.
All right. My name is Baiyu. A mother of one, and the founder and CEO of Amara Realty Company Limited.
So, my dear listener, that is our guest for today, Madam Jane, and she's the CEO of Amara Realty. And today we'll be talking about her journey. You know, a lot of times here at Waumini, we bring different property owners because of selling property. But this time around, we want to see how the journey has been, so that next time when she's coming to sell a property here, you will relate more with that product that she'll be doing. So, Karibu sana Jane, tell us, how did you get here?
I've been asked that question a lot of times. How did I decide that I was going to get into the real estate? And for me, I do real estate as what I would say, a passion, number one, but also a calling, number two, but also fulfilling purpose, number three. Because I'm an accountant by profession. Maybe I can go back to that. I'm an accountant by profession. I'm a CPAK. Went to Strathmore University, then went to USIU for my master's and my first degree. And I used to ask myself when I was in my 20s, what am I going to become? You know, I would look at myself, yes, I'm an accountant, but am I going to be in accounting the whole of my life? And I would see that is not going to be, the path that I'll take. And I would ask myself, what am I going to do? What is it that I'm built for? And constantly I would hear real estate. And every year I would write down. When we sit down on the 31st of
the resolutions.
I would sit down and I would write my resolutions. And the first thing I would write is that I'll start my real estate company. When I was in my 20s, I didn't even know what real estate means. I didn't know where to start. But something kept telling me real estate is your destiny. And I wrote year on. Decades came, continued writing. Fast forward, when now I began to get more clarity, I remember I met a lady and she had started doing something similar, and she's the one who told me, Jen, you can do it. In fact, you're more best placed than many people because you have a great job, so at least you have some capital, you can, you can start. So I bought my first parcel of land, and it was 1 acre. And I normally tell people would think that when you get into real estate, you have to have this massive amount of capital, and you have to start big. No, I always tell people, whatever your dream is, start where you are. Don't wait for big things to happen. People start even with a 1/4 acre. I started with 1 acre, continued progressively, 3 acres, 5 acres, 15 acres.
And now you're here.
And now I am here.
Wait, before we get to here, you said that you have a background in accounting.
Yes, I'm an accountant.
And you even worked as an accountant.
I worked as an accountant.
Did at any time something happened for you to have this dream of going? Because I am thinking this is real estate and this is accounting. Totally different things.
Different parts.
Very different.
Yes.
What made you think of real estate and not maybe another business? Because now you're exposed to accounting, you're exposed to these numbers, you know which business is doing well and all that. Or maybe you could have even ventured into another corporate thing. Why real estate?
I said it began as a dream. it's a dream that I had. And you know, when a dream is there and you put it on paper, that dream continuously speaks to you, whether you want it or not. So even if you veer off and try to do something, because as women, we are known for doing
a lot of things.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like I tell you, I have sold eggs. I would leave work, and after work, I would go all the way to Kajiado to look for eggs to sell. I have sold clothes. So we have tried many things, but that was just, side thing. But I knew I had a dream that one day I will get into the real estate business. However long it took, because it took a long time for me to start, but it never died. Yes. If you write your vision, it may tally, it still come to pass.
Wow.
Yes.
So my dear listener, we are having a morning chat. Let me say this is a morning chat with Jane, who is the CEO of Amara Realty, and she's here to tell us her journey and how she got here. And this thing of you saying that you have a background in accounting and now you are in the real estate. Kidogo bado haijaingia.
Let me say, when you're an accountant, when I got into accounting, I am not the kind of people who love bookkeeping. So I really wanted something different within the field of accountancy. So a few years I did a bit of bookkeeping. Then luckily I got a position in management accounting. So that's, where you interact with numbers, you question numbers. You're able to do reports that would help the management to make decisions. So that is what I really enjoyed in my accountancy journey. And then from there, I went into sales for 6 months. And then I came back into accountancy as a finance manager, and that is when now my world opened up. When you're a finance manager, you're literally dealing with you have to know what every single department is doing. From being a finance manager, I got more portfolios, I got procurement, I got operations. So I was literally running A to Z of the company. That helped me broaden my perspective in terms of management, in terms of running businesses. And when now I was getting into real estate, I was equipped, because now I have successfully run a business, and now I am getting into my own. One of the things I like saying is that during my career, one of the things I was able to successfully do is to manage working capital. Because in any business, cash is king. If you do not have cash, your business eventually will
down.
Die. If you're not able to manage that cash properly, in the sense you're selling, you're receiving the money, you're paying your suppliers, whatever is left, what are you doing with it? Are you eating it? Are you plowing it back? So that really helped me to be able to holistically run a business. So today when I run my business, I came as a whole package into the real estate. Somebody who has run a business successfully, and somebody who is now able to run her own business using the same principles that I learned. I think being an accountant was the greatest blessing in my life. Because today the mistakes that people make in business, I cannot make. Because
you're so much aware of them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think that is what I was looking for. That game changer in you.
Yes.
But we'll be coming back to now your journey. You said you started with 1 acre.
Yes.
I want to know how it went until this time that you are this persona that we are having a conversation with as a CEO of Realty, Amara Realty. This has been a journey, I know, and we want to know how the journey has been. But anyway, my dear listener, welcome to this is our second hour. It is 33 minutes past 9. My name is Oduor, and this is Waumini Morning Drive Show. We are having our morning chat with Jane, the CEO of Amara Realty, and she's telling us about her journey and how she found herself here. So Jane, you said you started with 1 acre.
Yes.
Able take us through.
Okay, so when I started with the 1 acre, of course now that's where you start learning what does it mean to be in the real estate, how do you do land transactions, who are the people you need to interact with. And remember, this time I'm still in employment, so it's not that I have jumped.
Oh, okay.
So I want to learn before I jump and start and decide that I'm going to do this on a full-time basis. So I was taken to a surveyor. Ocean House subdivision is done. How we do a search, I mean, what is it that you need to do? Which lands offices do you need to go to? What are the documents that you need to fill in? You know, the consent for transfer, the transfer papers, all those things. So I started learning little by little by little. 1 acre I sold locally, and then after that, that's when my diaspora market opened up. I do remember telling a friend that I have this that I'm doing, who lives in the US, and a friend of hers was coming, and she knew that this friend loves buying shambas. So she was like, when you get to Kenya, talk to Jane. So this person comes and calls me. I take them to the place where I was selling, and him and his family, they took like 14 plots.
Okay. Yeah. Just like that.
It's just like that. So that's how I learned, oops, okay, there's a diaspora market that I can actually tap into. That was way back in 2016. So 2017, I went to the US. I'm still in employment, so it's not really serious, but I am learning a few things here and there. So I went to the US and I was able to sell quite a bit. Then 2018 came. I had a lot of work in my workplace. I didn't do much. 2019, it was time to jump bill. It was time now to be serious. So I left employment, and 2020 COVID.
Yes.
So 2021, Amara Realty was born.
Wow.
Yes. And I would say, by the time Amara Realty was born, and this is an encouragement to people, life will happen to everybody. Life will happen. By the time Amara Realty was born, I started from zero. Because something happened, life happened, and I started from ground zero. So when we talk about Amara Realty, starting in 2021, from zero to where we are, it's been a journey of faith.
It has been a journey of faith. Now, I am so keen to understand the word Amara. Now, if you don't mind, I know there's gonna be a segment where we're going to discuss a whole lot of that.
Yes.
But maybe just for the mention as we continue with the chat.
Amara means God is gracious. Yes.
That is what I was looking for. Because
God is gracious.
I can feel when you're saying that you started from zero. So
God is gracious. Yeah.
God has been good.
He has been good. This far, it has been good. And I tell people, never separate your business life with your spirituality. God comes first. If you want to go far, you have to put God first in every single thing. I have learned to trust Him through the journey. And let me say, what has really helped me is actually committing everything to God. The times I enter into a transaction and I look at it and I'm like, Jane, are you serious? But then when I go back to God, I'm like, this is easy. Yeah, this is gonna be easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that has been you and your business and God.
Yes.
And you just mentioned that you're a mom, and I'm keen to understand how have you been able to navigate all this until when you're starting your own company, you're off employment. I know it's not easy to creating that balance, but you're here. It means that it's possible.
Yes. Let me say, I'm a mom and I'm very intentional with my daughter. If there is somebody who is involved in my life and in my business, it's my little girl. And I'll tell you why. Back in 2019, I got the vision of building the homes that we are building currently. And I wrote it down. And this, I'm helping people with their own visions. When God gives you a vision, write it down. Put it on paper. Somewhere you can see it every day. If you need to stick it on your bathroom mirror where you can see it every day, for me it was my laptop, because I work a lot on my laptop. So I stuck it on my laptop, and every single day I saw that one day I will build homes. I didn't even know where to start. I had never built a toilet.
But here you are, living in homes.
Yes. So where my daughter comes in 2022, end of 2022, she asked me, Mom, why can't you build homes? this time, you see, 2021 is when we started, and I've told you we started from zero. So this is the time now we are peaking, the company is growing, we are selling more land. And she asked me, Mom, why can't you build homes? And that's when I remembered my dream of 2019 of building homes. 2 weeks later, she comes to me and asks me, Mom, why can't you build homes? No, she didn't ask me to build homes. Why can't you build an estate? That was her first question. 2 weeks later, why can't you build an estate like Jacaranda? And that's when I realized this is God speaking.
Yeah. So
my daughter has been part of the journey. So every single thing I have done, anything I am getting into, she's 100% involved. When I do my architectural drawings, we sit down with her. That time she was asking me whether I can build an estate. She was 8 years old. Now she's 11. I sit down with her and we run through the drawings, we run through the designs, we run through the interiors of the houses and everything. So that has helped me as a mom. Because sometimes you can run with your business and forget your children.
Yes, a lot of times.
Most of the times you can run and forget. But if you tag them along, not only are you building them as individuals, because today I can comfortably say my daughter will sit in a board meeting and represent me.
And you're very comfortable.
Oh yes, she will. And she will come up with ideas that everybody will look and say, wow. Why? Because I've been tagging her along. Yes. So that's how I'm able to manage being a mom and also a CEO.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that is so profound. I am hoping that our listeners are following. We are taking a very short break, and then I'm also coming back to you. Now we are leaving this mom aspect, kidogo tukando, but we cannot do away with it because you're a woman and you know the challenges that women encounter, and especially venturing into business that is somewhat, I'll say it is associated with a lot of men. But you decided to venture into it anyway. How has it been, and what are some of the challenges, and how you've been able to navigate through the challenges? We'll be looking at that in just a while. So we are having our morning chat with Jane, who is the CEO of Amara Realty Company, and she's telling us our journey, the journey and how she got to where she is now. And Jane, like I told you, I would want to know if you've encountered challenges here and there, because I know they are there, and how you've been able to, to just push through until this day that you're living your dream and things are moving. You're not starting, you're this established business person when it comes to real estate and all that. So maybe you take us through how has your journey been, and most especially as a woman.
Okay. I said where I worked. The place where I worked, I was the first lady finance manager in that company. Not only was I the first lady finance manager, I was the first black finance manager in that company. So that helped me, because here you are as a first in that position in a very male-dominated field. So that really helped me to actually not see men as,
as a competition or a threat.
They were my equal. We sat in boardrooms together. We discussed matters together. I never saw myself as lesser than them. Fast forward, when I went to church and where I fellowship at Regis Baptist Church, and I was the first lady chair of the council. Again, that helped me to be able to, do things at that level. So when it comes to now my field, real estate, very male dominated. I came with the mindset that I'm actually entering into a level playing field. Is it level? Absolutely not.
It's not.
It is not level. Because today, if a man says I am building homes, people will tend to believe the man.
Yeah.
If a woman stands and says they are building homes,
how?
They will question. They will say, let's wait and see. There are people who waited to see what we are going to do. We started and they were like, oh,
it's a reality.
And they look marvelous. And then after some time there's like, watch her to go to see whether she'll complete. You see. And others said, watch her to want finishing. So people have been it's like a wait and see for many people before they can really believe that this lady is gonna do it. So it's a bit challenging because we are judged more harshly, for lack of a better word, than men. We are not. It's not fair out there. It's not fair. We have to do more. We have to put in more for us to be taken seriously and for people to believe in us. But the moment they see actually you're doing it, then it becomes much easier. Yes.
Oh, and I love the fact that you've acknowledged you're being watched each and every step, because they are not expecting that you're going to pull through the next step.
They still wait the day you're gonna fail.
Yeah, and that is when they'll come and
you're not failing. They're like,
oh, it's happening.
Okay.
And now they support you.
Yes, now they support.
So, Jane, from your story and how you're saying it, it really makes me think that the job that you had really formed this foundation for who you are today. A lot of times when we have this dream and goal in our minds, we tend to push away everything that maybe we're having right now because we want to achieve this dream, and we think that this other one is holding me back, but you used yours as a stepping stone. So kindly advise us on that.
I can advise people because, and I normally tell even my team members, when God gives, there are seasons. Even David was anointed king. Did he become the king the day he was anointed?
No.
Right? It took a journey for him to become
a king.
So even us, when God gives you something to do, you're in employment, I normally tell people, give that employer your all. Give your employer your all. Today, I can stand and I can say, my employer, I gave my employer my very best. Yeah? I gave my employer everything that I could. I worked. I remember one day my employer, one of the shareholders, saying that, Jane, the way you talk, it's like this company is more yours than ours. That was my level of ownership. I gave everything. So where you are, give everything, because that seed you have sown, one day you will reap. And whenever you're doing it, you're learning, you're forming yourself, you're growing. If I had jumped bail in my 20s to start real estate, Jane would be nowhere today, because I would have made mistakes. The things I learned how to run a business, I would be clueless. I would have done so many mistakes, but because I trusted the process, I went through the process until I was mature. By the time I was leaving employment, I was a general manager, so I had learned a lot. So trust the process, even as you develop your dream. The day you live to do that which you feel is your dream and your purpose, you'll be ready for it. Yes.
Wow,
that's my advice.
That is your advice, and it is. I think it is very home, because a lot of time we tend to forget that bit, that this is the foundation that you're making. A lot of time we just see it as an employment, and because
a waste of time.
Yes, and because you want to venture into your own things,
it's a formative stage. It's like a baby. Every baby grows or comes with their own dreams, but they have to go through school. They have to go through their stages in life. So walk through the journey. Don't run ahead of yourself.
And also, I'd like you to address women, especially women in business and women who aspire to get into this business side. And a lot of times they feel threatened, the way we are saying, with venturing into male-dominated fields. Maybe that is where my strength is, but because I'm looking around and I'm thinking, hey, I don't see a she anywhere, so it means it's not practical, it's not achievable, it's not doable.
I can tell you, whatever vision you have, don't shelve it. I normally tell people, if God has given you a vision, never shrink your faith or your vision to accommodate the world. So if God has put you or has put a dream in you that you need to be in a male-dominated field, run with it. Begin with the first step. Take the first step. Once you've taken the first step, everything else will flow. Everything else is going to align. So do not fear, do not fear that it's a male-dominated field, because my learnings have been, even in male-dominated fields, women thrive. In fact, they do better.
Wow.
So if you're a woman there and your vision is a male-dominated field, today, take the first step. Yes.
You thrive.
You will thrive.
Wow.
You will shock yourself and shock the world. Yes.
The way you're doing, and we'll be also looking at some of the projects that they are into. You know, my dear listener, I say that this show is forming the basis of our interaction with Amara Realty, and they have very beautiful projects. I'll be telling you about them in just a few, but right about now, Jane, maybe I just want you to take this time to encourage, especially the budding business people who are in their formative stages, or people who are in property business, real estate, and maybe it's not what they thought. Maybe there's challenges here and there. So I want you to encourage them and also to tell us more about your project.
Okay. My encouragement to anybody, whether you're in real estate or in any other business, is that never lose hope along the way. It's not always rosy, but things will always look up. As long as you're taking action in the right direction, you're persistent, you're consistent, you have put in a lot of faith in whatever you do. You're not doing it alone. Because if you're doing it alone, then I can tell you failure is imminent. It is waiting, it's looming. But if you're doing it as God as your partner, then you will be able to succeed in whatever it is that you're doing. And I normally tell people that dream that you have, all you need to do is keep expanding your level of faith. Expand your level of faith and look at what you're thinking every single day. What is in your mind? Because for me, my business is mainly what I think. I form all my ideas in my mind. What is it that you're feeding your mind? Are you feeding your mind failure? Or are you looking at yourself as somebody who is going to succeed? Are you seeing completed projects? You know, like for me, I completed my project, the Oint Country Homes, way before I had an architectural drawings. It was done and dusted. I could see it. I could see people walking. I could see people driving. I could see families driving. What is it that you're seeing? Because everything begins as a thought. So think positively about your business. And before you know it, things are going to align. Resources are going to align. The moment you take steps, resources align. There are times I have gotten into a project and I didn't know where the finances will come from, but because I took the first step, God brought in the resource. Sure whether it did everything else. So our projects, and I would talk about now the project that everybody is talking about. You know, I traveled to the US and everybody was asking me, Jane, or telling me, Jane, the Oint Country Homes are such beautiful project. It's such a beautiful project. They're amazing homes. So we have the Oint Country Homes. These are homes in Thika. And the reason why we build homes with a difference. We wanted to create an experience. Not just homes, but an experience. And anybody who is out there, I'm encouraging you to come and visit us at the Oint Country Homes. Our offices are a jewel complex next to Thika Road Pole. We take you for a visit to come and see those beautiful homes. We have villas and we have condos, bungalows. And the villas are beautiful, big, luxurious homes.
Oh, so beautiful.
Only 28.95.
Imagine that.
They're very beautiful, very elegant. The way we've done them is that we've created an atmosphere like no other. The skylights, the big windows, the terraces, you know, the bathroom. In fact, I met a lady, an American lady. You know, she's black American. She told me, Jane, your homes are exceptional. If I could do it, I could buy 20 of them. You know, she was talking about the spa-like bathrooms. So anybody who comes there, they are a Mr. or a Mrs. Wow by the time they're leaving.
Wow.
They're just simply amazing homes.
And all you need to do, my dear listener, is just talk to Amara Realty, get to know about the Orient Country homes. Oh my God, they are so beautiful. You just look at them and you want to go in and just check them out. And you can talk to them. You can call 0711 349 771, 0711 349 771. And remember, they're coming in two types. They are type A, that is 4-bedroom villas, and then you see the design and you want to go in the rooftop, the terrace, the classic modern flat roof. All these have been incorporated. There is also type B, 3-bedroom condo, and all you need to do is just talk to them, have a visit, have a call, 0711 349 771. That is the Orient Country Homes, brought to you by the Amara Realty, and they are bringing all this with so much love.
And I think they can also call 0721 260000. That is easier.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
You can repeat that number again.
0721 260000.
Yes, and make sure that you are talking to them, and more so to just have a view of the Orient Country Homes. I'm sure you will have a different definition of your dream home.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jane, for your time.
Thank you so much.
And we welcome you at Radio Waumini.
Thank you.